Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. Last time we were playing, we had just built this trippy little landing here. And, oh look, our glitchy ground is still here. Beautiful. We just built this landing and brought our yarder up here where we're going to start kind of playing. So I was thinking, even in our current state, I think maybe we'll just do some test stuff. 'Cause we do have some logs down here that I'm sure I can hook up. Now, this is going to be the big kicker for me is... This machine is a winch attachment, and so is this machine. So if I try to attach this log, I don't know which one it's going to go to. Oh, it went to that one. Okay. So now I can see in the top left corner, you guys can't see it, but it says there's 2 ropes, and apparently I can switch somehow between active ropes. But I do not know how to do that. Winch fire rope. Okay, so let's go release. Okay. Oh, B. Oh, I always hit R. See, I think that's going to be an issue. I don't know. So if I turn this winch on, does that switch it? Nope, it still wants to connect to that one. So what I'm going to have to do, sadly, is I'm going to have to sell this thing. And I'm going to leave the blade here. And we'll have to push the rest of the road after the fact. Or I guess I could drive... What I could do is I could drive this thing far enough away that that winch is not happening. So let's go put this way up on this hill. Oops. Oh, hey, there's trees here. Oh, God, what have we done? What have we created? I'm like pushing this tree up the hill while running it over while glitching out. There we go. Just a straight shot back up the hill. Because I know this thing does have a range. It's not like crazy long range. So if I get this thing far enough away up this hill, like almost back up at the back somewhere, I think it'll be pretty cool. This is a neat landing. I like it up here. The fact that we build this top road to like log all this, pretty cool feeling, not gonna lie. Alright, so let's get this guy ways away. I'm just going to put it on that other little knoll here. And if that's not far enough, then I don't know what to do. But on my other game, it was weird. I actually had to sell the dozer for the other machine to work. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen in this case. Alright, that should be far enough away. There's no way it'll hook at that distance, I think. See, and then it says the object's too heavy. That drives me nuts. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to sell it. Darn. Wish I was a way around that, but... and maybe because I'm buying it later in the game or something, that's what's causing it to, to be a problem. So, I think if you got a yarder, you can't have another line skidder of any kind, which is unfortunate because they're both really awesome. And the dozer we'll get rid of. There, and I think it works after that. I think. Yeah. Then all of a sudden it magically works. So if you guys are having troubles with that, that's what causes it. Now, this is the test I really wanted to do. Was I wanted to bring this wood up. So let's grab this. And I think my right one winches. Oh, do I not have my tracks on? My computer probably restarted. There we go. Okay, so my right one slowly pulls. Whew, that's a heavy load. Oh, I feel like there's a good picture in here somewhere. That's actually pretty cool. Perfect. Wow, that's actually a really cool picture. Yarder Pro, right here. You saw it here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to sort of winch this way. And then drop it. Okay, so let's see what happened here. So what I want to see is, I want to see what happens if I try to cut one of these while it's still attached. But I don't want to grab the main one. I think it might just cut them all, honestly. Or like release them all. Oh, nice! It just attaches the one. That's so cool. Alright, well that's good to know. Now I'm going to pile these kind of like right here, I guess. Yeah, that's good enough distance. Oh, that's going to be a funky little thing we're going to do here, boys. Funky indeed. I'm going to call those keeper bits. Okay, so the trick is you can't grab the main one, though, like the main hook point, like that one. Because if you cut that, then they all fall off. But you can grab them individually. The reason I'm holding them here, like I said, if I let go, they're all going to slide back down the cliff, and I don't want that, obviously. I still can't believe that works. That's so funny. Hey, I always like doing something different. We always do the same kind of logging, so this is like totally different logging. Proper weird logging. Totes. Might like an interesting picture as well. Look at that. Man, that tiger cat sure looks beefy right now in that picture. I don't know. It looks good proportions. It just looks good. So let's maybe grab this one underneath, I think. Oops, I'm probably pushing it into that cab of that thing, aren't I? Sorry, Yarder. My bad. Oh, they're running away. Get them while they're hot. Oh, I know why they were rolling away, because I didn't put tension on the line. That'll do it. There we go. That should hold her in place there. It's a totally different kind of logging, this. This is the main one, so we don't want to cut that one. We want to cut one of these little guys. And I think if we get some smaller trees up here, it shouldn't be so bad. Oh, screw it. Let's just cut the main one. We can always bring the other ones up. Just want to watch what happens when we do cut the main one. Technically, the other two should just slide off the cliff, I think, if my physics are right in my head. And then I'm going to have to build a self-loader now to bring a little truck up here to load these. Yep, there they went. Ba-dook. At least we know. So we're going to hook these back up. I wonder if we hook them lower. Let's try that, just to give a little bit of oomph room here. Let's try that. It's kind of how you have to do it. I mean, that's about how far you need to bring them to make them stay all happy anyway. Let's cut this one. Oop. There we go. Yeah, this is cool. Different kind of logging altogether for sure, but pretty cool. And then we can grab this last one. And we'll just make a big ugly pile here. And then eventually we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with it, but that's cool. And then the little bits, I guess we could just... Actually, what we could do, just for laughs, watch this. We could just hook them all up so we don't have to... we don't have to press him individually. Whoop. See, then we just winch it up. Whoop. And sail away, my friends. Random. And then all the little bits just go down the hill into La La Land. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Now, can I pull these, you think, over there? That might be a little weird. That's a weird angle, but let's just do it anyway, because we got to get them cleaned up one way or another. And right about there. You might need to move, though, because this might get messy. Hang on to your butts. So what I want to do is let's winch these up hard and fast. Maybe too hard there on that one. That's okay. And I actually want them to slide. Yeah, that's what I want them to do. So I want them to slide along this cliffside. And I want them to fall down there. That's kind of what I want. So then I can... Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I wanted. Cool. Let's raise this up. And then we're going to put a little bit of tension on there. Not a lot. Just to keep them in place so they don't slide away on us. And then we can come in with this old thingamajig, and then I should be able to just bump them this way. Oh, probably the tail's hitting on something here. That's why you should always have your landing clear, like remove all those trees ahead of time. But we're just cleaning up ones that we knocked down already, so whatevs. So why don't we just, because we're in a messy sitch here, let's... I apparently have to buy a chainsaw. Have I not used a chainsaw in this series yet? Or did I just change something on it, maybe? At least the chain doesn't come off when you're delimbing them. That's nice. I think it only comes off after you make a cut. Which we definitely don't want to do, so let's not do that. Alright, the main one is this one. That is the main one, so let's not cut that one just yet. Let's grab this little guy here. And throw one in there. And the top we can deal with in a minute. We'll grab this big one right here. Oh, it's a big boy. Holy, look at the size of this one. Oh, oh. Oh, God. There we go. I didn't think we'd have enough room to turn that one, but apparently she went. Ugh, I don't want to keep these tops, but I have a feeling like they'll fit fine, so I should just use them. I don't want them, but I'll use them kind of thing, you know? And let's run this one out. Whoop. Little rotation, little drop. There we go. Beauty. Frickin' beauty, man. Here, oop. Here, let's see if we can do a ground grab here. There we go. Pretty cool that that works. I wasn't sure if that was actually going to work or not, to have them all, to snip them while they were still attached, but this is how we learn, right? This is how you guys learn. From all my mistakes, you guys can learn to be the best loggers out there while I'm screwing around trying to figure out how things actually operate. And we'll grab this little pile here. Whee! And then detach them. Where do they all go? Just down in the hole? We could be chipping them. I should actually be turning them around and like piling them over here, but man, this guy's way too lazy for that right now. Okay, so that's cool. I do want to get these up here. Don't really know how that's going to work. We'll have to do some down yarding here. Never done any downhill yarding in this game on either games. I've always been uphill. Okay, so let's grab a single tree. I'm actually going to limb these because these are going to get ugly real fast. Not to mention the limbs in this game are absolutely atrocious. I hate them so much. But I'm designing new trees for the new upcoming maps. So after Port Murray map, you're going to start seeing some home-built trees, which will probably look a little different. I really wish these, I'm sure everybody wishes it, but I really wish these limbs would lay down when you knock the tree down. That would probably help a little. Just a little bit. Oh, that one is just doing whatever it needs to do, so we'll just leave that one alone. There's a bunch of trees over here. I thought there was only a couple. There's like a whole turn that we forgot to pull up, I guess, with the dozer. I'm sad that I can't use my dozer at the same time. But then again, I guess if we're doing this kind of like hot logging style where we're right on the tail, then no worries. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's deal with this big bad boy here first. So maybe what we'll do is we're actually going to hook to the back end. And we're going to pull it this way so that it spears, oops, right into my cabin, killing me. I kind of want it to go down this hill a bit. So let's go like this. We're going to literally pull it right off our tracks. I can do that from here. Whoops. Slowly. That's normal, how it cuts through the cab like that. Totally normal. Oh, it's more of a feature, I'd say. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So now it's in kind of a weird spot, but that's okay. We just want to get it through through here is the plan. Oh, God. There we go. That was the idea. I'm just going to keep it hooked up until we actually grab it. That's my new thing. And it's kind of got an ugly butt on it, so we're going to cut it a little higher. Nice. This just makes it more challenging for me, too, processing. Like, you know, it makes it different, which makes it a lot more fun. So you got to, like, use your brain to try to manipulate the way it's going to go, as opposed to, you know, having... Just throw that one down there. To the gully! Okay, so... These are going to be tricky. Well, they're smaller, actually, so it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, these are like... What are these? Like tops or something? I don't even know what's going on here. Let's just grab this whole bunch here. And we're going to very slowly pull them down the hill. Because I want to hook it up with this one here in a second. And... Getcha. Okay, so here we go. So now we want to pull these up to the winch. So we get a little bit of flight on them. Ooh, easy boy. Not a lot of flight, just a little bit. And I want to try to swing them. Oh, that one's going to smack my boom a little bit there. There we go. And spin them around is the idea. I grabbed that one so high. What was I? I was high apparently when I did that, because what's going on here? Look, it's on top of my boom. Let's just drop the line. There we go. And then I want to put this up high. Tiny bit of tension, not a lot, just a little bit. And then we can reposition this bad boy. There's also a bunch of trees in that little berm over there between the two hills that I left. I forgot about. Should probably clean those up one day. Yeah, I'm only going to get one out of this. And then the little top can go sail away. Let's get this one that I grabbed. I think this is the primary one. Yeah, it is. But that's okay, because they're such small trees, they're not going to go anywhere. And I don't want a second one out of that. That's ugly. Call it the dump zone down there. I should have actually maybe we'll do that from now on. Because I feel like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, it's fun to throw them down there, but I'm thinking it's going to probably start causing some severe lag. Because then I'll start throwing trees down there and the game will freeze. So we'll leave the little tiny pile of crap down there that's down there now, but the rest of this needs to go in the proper place. Let's back this guy up here. I'm actually going to hook onto this little piece, and this little piece, and this little piece. And then we're going to jimmy it up the hang. This is such a weird way to move stuff, but it's kind of fun. Something different. And we'll drop it all right here. See? Then you just detach it. And then we'll have a little gross pile over there. And you know what we could also do, just for fun, is we could hook all that on and drop it into the chipper, or like into a... It'd be cool to have like a giant hole, like a tub grinder or something. And you could just drop it all in, just... That'd be kind of fun. Okay, so let's get this guy. So I'm not going to bring this buncher all the way down this episode, but I'm going to start the descent here because I've been saying I was going to do that for like ever. Oops, we're facing the wrong direction. There we go. Beauty. Frickin' beauty. Now... Because our landing's kind of over there, I don't really... Oh, let's take a look here real quick. I don't really want to cut this stuff because it's so off-kilter from our landing. I think the furthest point I would be able to drag it out would be like this tree straight out. I think if I try doing these ones, they're going to be too far out. But I mean, I guess I can always bunch them and then throw them into like their own pile moving forward. We'll figure it out when we get down here. This is going to be rough bunching down here, I'm not going to lie, though. Uh-oh. Oh, we stuck? No, we're good. A little buncher that could. There you go. Oop, oop, oop. So basically what I want to do is drop way down the ravine. This buncher's like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then once we get to the bottom, we want to just clear cut it back and try to drop them as close as we can to one another. They're going to slide really bad. That's the biggest problem in this game, is that they will definitely slide. Oh, it actually levels out pretty good down here, so we should be all right. So let's get this guy down in the woods here. Let's raise that boom up a little before we get stuck. Yeah, okay, well, this isn't too bad. I thought it was a steep all the way down. All right, so what are we looking at? Oh, it gets steep down here and kind of does its own thing, but ultimately I want to clear all of these trees up to that landing, and we'll cut them into droves of stuff. Yeah, we can do that, I'm sure. And then I'll park this guy a little bit closer to this edge, and we'll just pull him from right here. Kind of a lip up here. Hopefully that'll be good. Let's take a look. How's that looking? Right on the edge. But yeah, then we can pull them up and turf them this way and then just grab them individually with the processor, process them into piles. I don't know what the best way to load is, though. We could have made like a connecting road on this side, I guess, and did a loop up the hill or something. That would have been pretty horrible. So, yeah. I was thinking of maybe backing in a truck with a trailer, but I bet that'd be a nightmare. So maybe I'll have to build a little short logger version of that truck, like a little single cab that we can just drive in with a trailer that I can load on top of it or something. This weekend, I'm going to get creative and see what I can come up with and try to figure out a good solution for this. That's the best part about playing these single-player episodes while thinking about modding, is I think to myself, oh man, I have a situation where I need something that'll work for this. And then in turn, I make some kind of weird mod that works really well for what I'm doing. And hopefully you guys can use it too. So anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. So if you guys like the episode, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.